What's up, guys? Welcome back. It's Friday, September 18th, 2015. I'm Jeremy, talking about what you can do today to make tomorrow better. Today's tip, it's things I've talked about. It's more of a venting session, a thought. Use your brains, but put down the gavel. Basically, quit judging. You can't go on social media or online anywhere and not see a new video that's going viral. Usually it's police officers doing something or other, or beating somebody, or using too much force, being too aggressive, whatever. I saw another one today that was just somebody blatantly ignoring the officer's commands and forcing them to the ground. What you don't see is anything that led up to this point. None of the context. You hear a crazy woman screaming, "What are you doing? It's just a kid," even though the kid looked bigger than the police officer. Then all of a sudden you have a whole bunch of cops. And all of this could have been prevented just by listening to the police officer. Whether he's right or not, when you disobey orders, you're kind of putting yourself at the mercy of that police officer's mood and how much he takes being disrespected by someone who just broke the law on whatever level. But it happens all the time. I mean, in rape cases, and highly publicized ones like the Bill Cosby, so many of the victims have been further victimized by people calling them out. There's no need to be the judge, the jury, the executioner, or anything in anything that is just gonna either hurt someone or a group or divide people. When I see all these videos being posted constantly and spreading like wildfire everywhere, people passing them, it becomes like a bandwagon. It's almost like a drinking game. Like, oh, let's pass this. This is ridiculous. Even though it's doing nothing but instigating a tug of war, really warfare, unnecessarily. It propagates a problem that shouldn't be, because if you just use your brain, that doesn't sound so polite, but if you use rational thinking and look over each instance for what it is, and not subject A did this and he was an asshole, and subject B did this, so that means he is also an asshole. That's not using your rational thinking to really see what's going on and what the problem was. If it's a recurring problem, if they are separate incidents, if it's a bigger issue in society within our culture today, or if it's just one bad seed, one here or there, because we're all so completely different, and yet we're also the same. I may throw a ball exactly the same way somebody else does, but probably not going to kick it or swing a bat the same way or swing a golf club. Every nuance of everyone's personality is their own. One little part of it may be the same, but that does not mean everyone with that same nuance is the same in every other way. So the way these bad situations that aren't even being thought out, they're just being taken for the surface of out of context pictures and thoughts and whatever, and things that happened years ago or whatever. And it's like they're getting put up on a poster board with these other instances that maybe also weren't thought out. And it's creating these invisible lines between people, like defendants, victims, black people, white people, cops, whatever, religion, anything you can think of to divide people. Someone somewhere has a camera or a thought or an idea that can further that division without a whole lot of effort. If they just, it's like when you post something without thinking and then you realize, oh, I probably shouldn't have done that. It's too late. If you don't figure out the answers first before you post something that could be insightful in the wrong way of inciting, it's too late. The damage will be done because people will take something and run with it it's a do now, think later type of world we live in. So maybe try to do the reverse of that and think, use your brains, put down the gavel, use your rational thinking. Don't be a judge. Be a silent critic if you want, but at least have reasons, real reasons behind those criticisms. So hopefully that made sense. Do what you will with it. Have a great Friday, great weekend, and I'll see you tomorrow.